Hi, in today's video, we are going to talk about connectives, specifically the not connective. So what does not mean in regards to connectives? Well, it basically means providing the opposite of a statement. But for this case, we say providing the negation of a statement. For example, if I were to say, I like shopping, then the negation of that is I do not like shopping. And this goes both ways. If my original statement says I do not like shopping, the negation of that would be I like shopping. One thing to note about negation as well is that one of your statements will always be true and one will be false. Also, we have some special cases with negation. If you guys have noticed, the example I used just before is quite simple. We just simply added the word not to negate it. However, this will not be the case all the time. We will get some statements that will have what we call quantifiers. These words include all, every, some, no, none, etc. And when we have these quantifiers, we need to make sure that we cover everything that's in the middle. We can't just jump from one extreme to the other. So now let's look at the statements that we have to negate for these questions. First one says, I'll go to school or I'll work full time. Well, it looks like this is a simple one. We don't have any quantifiers, so we can simply just say, I will not go to school. But if you guys notice, we have the word or in there. So what could negate the word or? It actually is the word and. So now we have, I will not go to school and I will not work full time. Now let's look at the second one. This one says she rode the bus at least once this year. So you guys notice we have the phrase at least once. So we have to think of a word that would negate that phrase. And what could that be? It is actually the word never. And for the last one, he always brushes his teeth and he sometimes flosses. Again, we have the word always and sometimes. This is actually a quantifier. So now we have to think again for a word that would negate always and sometimes without jumping from one extreme to the other. So we would actually have he sometimes, which negates the word always, brushes his teeth. Again, we have the word and we know what negates that, which is or. He sometimes, what could negate the word sometimes? Well, it is actually the same word that could negate the word at least once. So it is never. And that is how negation works.